So today, the gaming community waited on bated breath because today was Take-Two Interactive's earnings call, which is a public environment where you get a chance to figure out like what's going on, is everything on track, what's happening. So today was going to be a big day to see if it was going to send ripples throughout the gaming community as a whole, if things need to completely reset for 2025. Because there's a little game called Grand Theft Auto 6 set to release in 2025, and today was a day where we're going to figure out if it was going to be pushed back any further, which if that was going to be the case, it would send ripples, like I said, throughout the gaming community. Release dates would have completely shifted and would have made publishers just go in full like panic mode, like, oh my god, we need to release our game now to avoid this release window. And as we get closer to this release date, we would get announcements about when this release date would actually happen or when a delay could possibly happen. Because we've heard plenty of news, especially from Jason Schreier, talking about his inside information about Grand Theft Auto 6, saying that he predicts it to potentially slip into 2026, saying, "The pressure to make it great is inordinate, and developer Rockstar Games vowed to avoid forcing excessive overtime during the final months of development." And he says, "I expect that it will slip till 2026. Now, this is one guy with one prediction, right? And even though his information is rather credible, he doesn't say that it will. That's kind of more his opinion. So from today's earning call about Grand Theft Auto 6 and Take-Two Interactive and what their process is going to be coming up this release window of 2025, will GTA 6 be delayed? And well, I can get you the answer right now. It's currently feeling really good about releasing in 2025. Okay, well that's over then. Case closed. We can just count on fall 2025 to be the release date. Well, maybe not so quick to make that judgment. The Take-Two CEO actually said there's always a risk of slippage, but he does feel good about 2025 fall release. So he's not completely laying it out saying like, no, there's no possibility of delay. Like that's still a chance that it could happen. And we can actually look to Rockstar's past and when they actually do announce delays for Grand Theft Auto games. Because Grand Theft Auto 4 originally had an October 7th release date, but then the delay was announced back in August of 2007, just 2 months before the release of the game was actually supposed to happen, making the official release date April 29th of 2008. So that's a full 7 months of extra development time that they had for Grand Theft Auto 4. But we figured GTA 6 will release likely, say, to give them enough time, November of 2025. That means we probably won't hear a potential delay until, what, September? That's a long time from now. Especially since the trailer for GTA 6 was released back in December 4th of 2023. And to go that long without hearing anything about GTA 6 and then finally get a delay announcement would be pretty wild, especially when we have the summer months coming up right here, which is when we probably would expect to see like the trailer to the release sometime around June along with the other big game announcements. But Take-Two also has another really big game coming out this year that they definitely don't want to clash with themselves, and that would be Borderlands 4. And what we also found out about today's call is that according to Take-Two Interactive, GTA 6 is scheduled to release before Borderlands 4. Now in this article, they do predict saying that GTA 6 could release in September, and then Borderlands 4 probably won't release until October at the earliest. So if we were to get a delay announcement, it wouldn't be right now. It actually probably would be a few months. So to cite this article once again, they actually do predict that if we were to get a delay announcement, it wouldn't be until May. Which would make a lot of sense because this would happen right before all the big publisher announcements that we would see come around in June. Now I would say utilizing the time frame from Grand Theft Auto 4 to modern day gaming is quite the jump. Game development was so different back in the early 2000s compared to where it is right now, and a whole heck of a lot cheaper. So a 7-month delay between the original release date of Grand Theft Auto 4 to the actual release date, that could possibly even double, if not triple, if that means that we need a delay happen for GTA 6, meaning it could be a full other year that they need for development, because this game is massive and they need to land properly because the development costs for this game are stupid expensive and they cannot botch the landing. Because we've seen reports of this game costing over $1 billion when it comes to actually marketing this whole thing, which, I mean, I've seen up to $2 billion as well, so they need to make sure for a game like Grand Theft Auto 6, which will likely just release with the campaign first, then the multiplayer comes later, very similar to what they did with Grand Theft Auto 5, that if the campaign doesn't work properly, well then you got some serious issues. So it looks like right now everything is on track for GTA 6 to come out the end of 2025, but it's not time to completely rule out a potential for a delay. The CEO of Take-Two even said that. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe is always appreciated, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.